Shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run from me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Was coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me number, I got knowledge on it. Walk there with the whole team, and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walk there with the whole team, and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want fussing with wild nonsense. We got momentum, we'll try to stop it. Diamonds are clearing in my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Can't help you reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my mouth, when it feel like the Dow Jones. When you look at my pockets, look at the flex. Living the tasteless. I'm a mess, it's not a finesse. Stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You
can Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and Kansas City.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
And to give this time to tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a...
Yes, baby.
I think dominance has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't
I don't know. I'm trying to... I just started this game, baby. I think I'm all right.
Okay.
All right.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the one side. Cottrell. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yes, baby. Hello?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And
Hello?
he's up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Hello?
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
I'm sorry, baby. I wonder who was saying hello to you. My bad.
Good.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
That's the score. Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Joe.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And won't take it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. 7-7. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
On 2nd down, Cottrell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Locke. Flush to his right. They'll find Lindsey here. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down. Locke on the give, it's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And incomplete on the deep ball. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the Broncos 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Mahomes again. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this This will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And McManus able to put it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
There we go, baby. There we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
First down, right back to Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
third down. Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger Tyrant, and I think the ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Lock. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Lock working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Denver.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll go again with Lindsey. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
26-yard line.
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Pay attention, pay attention.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A throw taken in by Hamilton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Lock. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hall. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up 2nd and
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that is away. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. From the gun, Locke. Open man, here's Hamilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Broncos first down.
Now Locke again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. They're on the 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
Flag on the play.